Something we don't see very often are the big sprinters without any lead-out trains, but we saw that today. I'm going to run you through exactly what happened in this bunch sprint because it was quite a chaotic one, but not for Tim Merlier. First of all, we've got the two FDJ riders, followed by Jonathan Milan here. Then you've got two picnic riders just here on the left-hand side and two of the riders from Israel Premier Tech. I want to highlight Tim Merlier, who's down here, who won the stage. Jonathan Milan, who I've already highlighted. And then Arnaud Delit, just sitting here. If you keep an eye on how this goes into the sprint, it's relatively straightforward. So Tim Merlier on the right-hand side, following Danny Van Poppel at the minute, one of the best lead-out riders. But at this point here, this is where it all starts to change. Those two lines coming together. The Cofidis rider here getting caught in a little bit of a bubble and having to put the brakes on. Jonathan Milan finding his way onto Ackerman's wheel, and Tim Merlier still on the right-hand side, with space at the minute behind Danny Van Poppel. As the sprint carries on into it, Tim Merlier still has room on the right-hand side until this point here. Ackerman goes on the right, and now Jonathan Milan, who we can see, moves up onto the right-hand side. Danny Van Poppel is going to move off this way to give Milan that clear run to the line, but this is quite early to do so. So at this point, you've got Ackerman here, Tim Merlier here, and then you've got Pavel Bittner on the right-hand side, who is just coming up from behind. So Bittner moves up on the right-hand side here, and it's at this point you can just see the cheeky little elbow starting to come out from Tim Merlier to push on that side. Tim realising that if he follows Milan, he might run into trouble from Bittner on the right-hand side, so he has to start going on the left-hand side. He has to back off to do this, takes a breath, backs off the wheel, soft pedals, but when he starts to go, he kicks off the wheel of Ackerman, and then it's a drag race to the line for Merlier and Milan. Following Merlier is eventual third-place rider Arnaud Delit, who surfed the wheels to get in there onto the wheel of Tim Merlier. As I said, we don't really see many sprints nowadays without one lead-out train succeeding, but this looked to just to be every man for himself, and the king of the chaos once again got his arms in the air. Tim Merlier, just an outstanding rider in these situations, but that finish couldn't have gone any smoother for him in his situation. Amazing win.